I get to the hospital, and the detective tells me there's an older woman who lives alone, and that a man that she had had remodeling her house had broken into her home in the early morning hours and tried to sexually assault her. I had been doing sexual assault cases in the emergency department long enough to feel comfortable, but at the same time was unsure if I was making an impact. This was a case with a different scenario than what I was used to, because I would have very little evidence to go by, and I was filled with apprehension as to what I was about to walk into. I go in to see the patient, and she is sitting quietly on the side of the bed. As I introduced myself and we began to talk, I could see that she was visibly shaken, but she did a great job telling me what happened and recalling all the details. The patient had been remodeling her home, and one of the men had broken in while she was sleeping. He had held her down and groped and tried to kiss her. Thankfully, she was able to fight him off and get to her phone. She dialed 911, and he fled. This woman was so brave to have gone through something so traumatic, and then be able to share her story with me. I was so honored to take care of her. But at the same time, I was worried that I wouldn't be able to pick up any DNA to help her case. The only thing I had to go on was touch and possibly saliva DNA. I did my best for her that day. I hope the care I provided gave her back her dignity and offered her reassurance that she was going to be able to heal. About a year and a half later, I was in the kitchen frying some bacon and eggs. I got a call from a number I didn't recognize. It was a district attorney. I turned off the stove and sat down. I was nervous as to what he was going to ask me. My mind was racing back on 100 different things. He then asked me to testify in a sexual assault case. He read me back the particulars about the case, and it was her. I had actually picked up on DNA evidence. She might get justice after all. I stood up, rubbed my hands together, took a deep breath, turned the stove back on, and finished cooking my meal.